Tonight, Richard wets himself in a small hatchback. Ready, left. How fast can a blind man get round our track? And I go berserk in a silver arrow. Good evening, and we start tonight with a truism. The only reason why anyone bought one of the old Land Rover Discoveries was because they couldn't afford a Range Rover. Now, though, we've got this new Land Rover Discovery, and on the face of it, things aren't quite so simple.
I've got to say, you really put your back into that whole off-road thing there, Jeremy.
That's what I love about this car. It means you can go mountaineering in a weak and lazy way, which suits me down to the ground.
Yeah.
I have to say, as a family car, I still think the XC90, the Volvo... I know you disagree, but I still think it's better. As a machine, though, this is just phenomenal. It really is. Your autobiography, number one in the bestseller list.
Not bad. Not bad.
Thank you very much.
This is Harmat Singhvitz. And this is the new car he's designed, the Smart 4-4. Now, he's done a nice job. We've got no arguments with its looks. We'll luckily be gaining a couple more ghosts.
So, obviously, you weren't eaten by nearly headless Nick.
No, we made it.
But I do have a question, which is, did you really genuinely spend 24 hours in the car?
Yes, we did. Yes.
You never got out?
No, we did it.
Hand on heart?
Yeah, absolutely.
24 hours.
So you've extensively tested the car, and the verdict is, would you buy one?
No. But it's too expensive for what it is.
Because basically, underneath, it's just a Mitsubishi Colt, isn't it?
It is, and actually, the Colt, you get more for your money, it's slightly roomier, and it's less overall. It's about £1,000 cheaper.
Really?
Yeah.
So would you buy the Colt?
No.
You're a Christian man, we know this. Now, James May has this theory that if you drive in a Christian fashion through London, you go just as fast as people like me who drive like our hair's on fire.
An exclusive club.
You can't say a car has ever really arrived until it gets its own classic racing series. There's the historic Ferrari Maserati Championship, and Aston Martin's got one, and Jaguar. They all do them. And so we come to the inaugural historic People Carrier Racing Championship. Not with this one, though. Obviously, that's a bit spent.
Yes. Well, can I just ask, did yours have the V6 engine?
Did you notice that? My car was so much faster than ever. It was a bit embarrassing.
It was, but I will say this, there was more action in that one race than a whole year of Formula One, I would say, wouldn't you?
And it was quite a lot cheaper. But look, I don't want to get caught up because I really do think we're actually onto something here with historic People Carrier Racing. Now, I rang the BRDC, that's the British Racing Drivers Club, and they said, and I quote, it's mega.
It is. I've got it all worked out. I'm going to do the TV rights and the tobacco sponsorship. You get a pudding basin haircut, marry someone a lot taller than you are. Yeah? We'll be super rich, and you will all have a great racing series to watch. Now, we get loads of letters every week from punters saying they want to come here and drive around our track, and we put them all in the bin. Anyhow, we got one the other day from a chap who said that he could come here and drive our reasonably priced car round the track faster than Richard Whiteley. Now, Richard Whiteley, as I'm sure you know, is sitting at the bottom here, so you might think no big deal. But we read on and discovered that the chap who'd written the letter was blind. So obviously, we had to get him down here. We have, ladies and gentlemen, Billy Baxter. Hi, Billy. This is the supercharged Mercedes SL55. It's part rapier, part sledgehammer, all hairdryer. It's the best Mercedes could do, but still they went to McLaren and asked them to make it better.
How is this car, with its air conditioning and its cruise control and its automatic gearbox, going to fare when we give it to the stick?
Exactly. I mean, if you look at our power lap board here, the 5, 6 top cars are all mid-engine, kind of purpose-built, snouty supercars. This has got a big boot, and as you say, an automatic. So how's it going to get on? Away he goes. Not much fuss there, lots of traction, almost no drama at all. Yes, it's this week's power ballad from Whitesnake. Nice. And here we go, into the first corner, Stig keeping it perfectly balanced, right on the edge there. Down to Chicago, coming in very fast, hard on the brakes, very hard. Turning in, keeping it really tight to the line. That is pretty much perfect. Right, hammerhead now. Here we are. Ooh, front engine car will understeer. No, not a hint of it. And listen to that. And a bit of oversteer there on the way out. That's glorious. We're coming to the follow-through. Very powerful car. Surely he's going to lift. Is he going to lift? No, his air brakes up. He's actually braking. That's how fast he's going. I think that's a first through there, but will it hurt the time? That's what we're going to know. 2 bends to go. That is very smooth. The car's doing the hard work. Last corner. Little bit of showboating there. Sticking across the line. Now, these are the times it's got to beat. 1:23.7 for the Lambo, 1:23.8 for the Zonda, 1:23.9 for the Koenigsegg.
And it's got to beat the GT3 as well, which...
Yes, it has. It will beat that. In fact, it has beaten that. It has done it in